Hey everyone, I recently did a video here about my productivity backpack setup, and I also wanted to do one about my productivity work desk setup. At the moment, I predominantly work from home. If I'm doing like editing and shooting and all that, it all happens kind of here. I also live in a one-bedroom apartment with my partner, so I have tried to come up with solutions to make things as like efficient as possible while also taking up as little space as possible for us. So I have this little corner, I have this little desk at the corner of the room, and this is where kind of I do all of my work on everything. I'm essentially running a Mac Mini. I got that a few years ago. It's an M1 Mac Mini. That is what runs my entire kind of operation here, but I also have a brand new MacBook Pro that I keep here that also syncs up to my Mac Mini as well, which I'll show you in more detail in a sec. The desk that I use is a Desky sit stand desk. It was about $500-ish from Desky, and I like to try and spend half the day standing up if I can, but I probably find myself sitting down more than usual. But it's a really good sturdy desk. There I have a bunch of sort of knickknacks on my desk, but I try to keep it as clean as possible. The main thing I have up here is my Rodecaster Pro 2. It's much better than the one because it's so much more compact. It can just sit on my desk, and that is constantly hooked up to my computer. So I rarely use this one. I've got a Rodecaster Pro 1 that is my mobile kind of thing that I bring to studios and I bring to record for clients, but the 2 sits here on my desk all the time. It doesn't move and it's always connected to the computer, and I use it as an interface to record directly into Audition. So you can probably see in the video right now, this audio is recording right here, and then when I'm done, I just take it straight from Audition. I don't need to move an SD card or anything like that. From there, I have this Rode mic arm that is always connected to the side of my desk, and this Rode microphone as well, which is always connected. So all of this stuff is always connected. If I ever need to record any audio, or if I'm doing a YouTube video, whatever it is, I never have to plug stuff in, unplug it, all of that stuff. If I'm recording my podcast here with my friend, I just get one of my other microphones and we set it up. It is always hooked up and ready to go. There's no mucking around with plugs and SD cards or anything. It's just all good to go. I use a Logitech Marathon mouse. This is definitely the best mouse I've ever used. It is like sophisticated enough, like it's got side buttons, it's got a bit of horizontal scroll, but there's a few mouses out there now, or mice out there now, that are just, they have so many features that you just don't really need. Like all you need is left click, right click, scroll wheel, middle click, and 2 side buttons, and that kind of does everything for me. At some point, I'll show you all like the shortcuts and hacks I've set up on my actual computer, but this is more just my desk. Next, I have my 3-in-1 charger. It charges my AirPods, my iPhone, and my Apple Watch. It is so convenient, and I use it literally every day. I'm never like, oh no, my phone's out of batteries. Oh no, my AirPods are out of batteries. My watch is out. It's just like, it's always charging. That's all you need. Stuff to always have battery. I also have this little Logitech mouse pad. To be honest, I don't think much about mouse pads, but I just really like Logitech stuff. I think it's pretty nifty. So I got that from Officeworks for like $20 and it does the job. And for my keyboard, I use an Apple Magic keyboard. It's really good. And yeah, no complaints about this. It was pretty expensive though. It never runs out of battery. And when I say never, I mean like I charge this maybe once every, I reckon I charge this like 2 or 3 times a year. That's how long it lasts. So this is really good, and I clean it maybe once or twice a fortnight. For my speakers, I honestly just use a pair of Logitech speakers that I bought off Amazon for like $40 or $50. They do the trick, and I don't really need anything too extreme for the speakers here. Like that genuinely just gets the job done, particularly because I'm working in audio. I need to have speakers out loud, but for the times when my partner might be home, I also have a pair of headphones under the desk that I can switch to and are always plugged in to the computer as well. These are connected under the desk by a little adhesive hook that I have, so they just hang there, they're out of the way, and I only need to see them if I need to use them. Those adhesive hooks I just get from like Kmart or Bunnings. They're like 10 bucks for 4. They really come in handy. I also use one on the side of the desk here for a PlayStation 5 DualSense controller. That's just because sometimes if my partner's watching TV, I can connect my PlayStation up to the computer and play with this controller, which is always Bluetooth synced to this computer. So again, like the idea of all of this is just eliminate friction, eliminate annoying things that make you go, oh, I can't play PlayStation right now because my partner's watching TV. You know, all these like little things of living in a 1-bedroom apartment as a millennial. Like, we're saving up for a house, but this is what we've got for now. So I use 2 monitors. This one is a HP, this one is a Lenovo. They're just old monitors. I've never bought a new one, and I don't really have a problem with either of these. This one's horizontal, that one is obviously vertical. I use that one more for like my browser, my emails and stuff, and this is like my main window, but I always like to have something on the side just in case I need to quickly multitask. Up there, I have a Logitech 1080p webcam just for all my calls, like video calls, Zoom calls, that kind of thing. And from there, I have a little Satechi Mac Mini stand that has a few ports on the front because the Mac Mini, all the ports are at the back. So I wanted some quick access to 3 USB-A, that's where I plug my mouse in, and a USB-C, plus a headphone port and a micro SD and SD card slot. That makes it really easy to plug things in and out. In this little tabletop monitor desk, I have a bunch of cords just sort of lined up here, and they are plugged into the back of the Mac Mini, and they're attached by these little cord organizer things that I bought off Amazon for like 10 bucks. Basically, they just hold the cords in place, so I never have to be like, where is this cord? I know I've got a USB-C, I've got a USB micro, and I have my headphones all kind of sorted and organized there. The USB-C means I can connect my camera up to get footage, I can connect hard drives up, all of that stuff. The USB Mini I mainly use to like charge my Kindle, and one of my cameras actually uses that input as well. So I still need that one. I'd like to get rid of it, but for now I still need to use it. I also have a pen on my desk at all times. Again, this is a Friction Ball from Tokyo. It is an erasable pen, which comes in handy. I don't use pen and paper much. All my note taking is digital, but I do like to have a little notepad here just in case I need to do any like quick maths or just need to quickly capture anything. Again, I don't love pen and paper, but it's still good to have on my desk at all times. Then I have SD cards and a SanDisk 2 terabyte very portable SSD. This is really good for just holding big video files that I need to keep, but I don't want to keep on an SD card or on my kind of internal Mac hard drive because they're so big, they take up so much space. So I just copy them all across here and delete them when I don't need them anymore. And a lot of people ask me what camera I use for all my video content. I use a Sony ZV-1F. It's just a simple point and shoot vlog camera. It films in 4K. It's got decent battery life, but I have a few spare batteries. This is what I use for everything. I'm using it to film this video right now, all my YouTube stuff. So this is always on my desk as well. I do have just a couple little knickknacks. I always keep this Rubik's Cube on my desk because I'm always trying to break my record of how fast I can solve it. And I like to just keep that there. That's just for my own entertainment. The other thing is I like to keep a deck of cards on my desk at all time because I like practicing shuffling and like flares with the cards as well. And, you know, sometimes if you've just got a bit of time, you can just do, you know, just try to learn little new skills and new tricks and techniques and stuff that aren't really work related, but are just kind of fun things to like learn how to do. So I like to just keep a deck of cards there as well. But that's pretty much it for like the physical desk and my productivity desk setup. It can always be better, but yeah, I'd love to know anyone else's like hacks for working at home space wise, or just like trying to make the most of what you've got. Like, again, this is all pretty accessible stuff and stuff that I get so much use out of every day. So yeah,